Praise the Lord. I am well kept of the Lord. Hopefully you are too. I want to dive into something quickly, and I want to challenge someone out there who feels that which they have, it's little and it cannot impact the world around them. And I will read from the book of 2 Kings 4, the story of Elisha and the widow's oil. From verse 1, and now the wife of one of the sons of prophets cried to Elisha, your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, but the creditor has come to take my 2 children to be his slaves. And Elisha said to her, what shall I do for you? Tell me what you have in the house. And she said, your servant has nothing in the house except a jar of oil. Then he said, go outside, borrow vessels from all your neighbors, empty vessels, and not too few. They gone in and shut the door behind yourself and your sons, and pour all these vessels and pour into these vessels. Praise the Lord. Let me pause there. I don't know that which God has deposited in you and you've been undermining it. The gift. Remember when the woman went to Elisha, she went with a pity party that your servant is dead and you know he feared the Lord. Yes, we agree the servant feared the Lord. But what is that gift that you're left with in your house? It doesn't matter what you've been going through after the loss. God is asking you, what is that left in you? What is that gift that God has deposited in you? Is it a talent that God has given you? Is it a gift that God has entrusted you with? That's why Elisha asked this woman, what is that you have in your house? And she said, except your servant has nothing except for the oil, for the jar of oil, a small jar of oil in the house. And Elisha provoked her into faith and telling her, come out of your comfort zone, go knocking in your doors, in the doors of your neighbors, enda kwa majirani, nenda ukawabishie, waombe, ask them, borrow them. Praise the Lord. And what I want to tell you, this is where I want to expound, that gift that God has given you is not for you alone. Praise the Lord. Stop undermining it. People are waiting to hear you. People are waiting to receive from you. Even though you think the gift that you have is too little to impact other people out there. But remember, what you carry is for generations and generations to come. Arise from your comfort zone and set yourself apart. Lock yourself inside and begin to pour into those vessels. Begin to work the gift. Begin to fund the gift that you have, and so shall it multiply. Praise the Lord. Remember, there are key things I have noted and I have learned from this story, that borrowing made this woman to be vulnerable, and she was asked to do something. And therefore, there was a quickening of obedience for her to begin to go out and borrow the vessels from the neighbors. This was a step of faith. Praise the Lord. Borrowing forced the widow to act in faith. Praise the Lord. And this simply meant you're going out to borrow. Na usiombe vyombo vichache ama usiombe vichupa vidogo. Praise the Lord. Because your miracle is limited by the numbers of the jars you're going to borrow. Praise the Lord. As far as you can see, so shall you possess. Stop limiting your mind. When God is telling you to step out in faith, step out big. Kanyaga kubwa kubwa. See far. See where God is seeing. Praise the Lord. Anza kuona ukuu ule Mungu anaona ndani yako. Praise the Lord. Stop limiting yourself. Stop waiting for time. There is no time for you to wait. Oh, I'm waiting for me to get better. I'm waiting for me to get better equipment. My friend, arise and begin to do that which God has called you to do. Lock yourself in and begin to find that gift God has deposited in you. At this point, it may not look like it, but I assure you, as you begin to pour in, as you begin to impact the small people around you, God will begin to pour into you and you will begin to overflow. It doesn't matter if you only know 2 scriptures. All matters is, do you know what God is saying? Do you know? Do you understand? Can you interpret the 2 scriptures that you know? Yes, and if you can, begin to speak them to other people, even if it is John 3:16, and for God so loved the world and he gave himself for your sin. Begin to preach it, however, anyway, regardless. Begin to do that which God has deposited in you. Begin to find the gift that God has given you. Praise the Lord. Stop undermining that which God has given you. Step out of your comfort zone. Yes, you will be vulnerable. Yes, people will see your small beginnings, and that's where your story begins. It doesn't matter. Even the great women and men of God out there, they began from somewhere. They began from a sanctuary with only 2 people. Praise the Lord. But it was the call in them that started the faith for them to stand and begin to find that which God had deposited in them. For them, they began to soar high and to ascend in different dimensions that have ushered them where they are today. Praise the Lord. And therefore today, I don't know what you have and you are undermining it. I don't know what God has deposited in you. I don't know the gifting that God has deposited in you, but you're being undermining them because you feel you do not have a platform. You have the platforms. If you need to go live and begin to preach. It doesn't matter who is going to like your video. It doesn't matter who is going to like your content. Just start somewhere. Praise the Lord. Start doing it. And watch God multiply what you are doing. It is not for the people's applaud. It is not for people's validation. You're not waiting people to validate you. God has already validated you and entrusted that gift in you because he knows that you are well capable to deliver that which has deposited in you and set the captive free. Praise the Lord. So begin acting on what you have. Start small from where you are. Stop waiting for things to fall into place. They begin to fall into place when you are in action. Praise the Lord. Act. Come out of that comfort zone today. Come out of that comfort zone today and see what God is going to do with your life. Praise the Lord. Just be humble enough and put your full dependency on God. Him that has called you is faithful to uphold your hand to the end. Praise the Lord. Simama, stand and be counted in your assignment. Tafakari hayo. May you be blessed this weekend. And as you're enjoying your time with your family, it's also a time to step back and have a reflection and ask yourself, what is that God has entrusted in you? What is that gift that God has given you and you are sleeping on it while people await the manifestation? Begin to act on it. Be blessed.